Stepped on the scene, dripped in saline. Whole crew shining, call me Mr. Clean. Came in from the back, walked right to the front. Dancing to the music, smoking on the. Got the women smiling, punk grilling me, looking all dusty. Black Force energy, I don't even drink, but the team pop bottles. Not here for the beef, but the Glock holds hollows. Think I'm cocky, but I think I'm worse. In this flexing like a Mr. Universe.
The next topic we're going to discuss on Boxing Bros: who should AJ fight as a replacement? So there are a lot of rumors going on, but you know, someone wants that old thing back, and that person is Andy the Destroyer Ruiz, who sent a video out. Here's what Andy had to say.
Eddie Hearns, Joshua, I think I found a new replacement again. Let's run it back. Let's get the trilogy. Let's get it.
Andy Ruiz got the Gumby too in this video. Andy Ruiz got that every little step in that, in that video. All right. So there's also rumors that Derek Ward Chisora is going to fill in. Like I stated, and here it is right here. We'll take a look at the rumors. We won't show it. There's an actual interview on Seconds Out, but we won't show it because Seconds Out likes to claim everyone's videos, even if you only show like 2 seconds of it. So, David, hey, I got a call from Derek Chisora about a week ago telling me this exact thing would happen. Derek told me that Dillion's going to fail a drugs test. He's Chisora telling me he's fighting AJ a week ago. Derek's been training for that fight. That's what he told Seconds Out. So Derek Ward Chisora apparently knew a week ago that he was going to be fighting Anthony Joshua, according to David Hayes. So David Hayes said he brought in the team that he used to train for Usyk because he's trying to get in that type of shape, like serious shape, so he can push Anthony Joshua or possibly upset Anthony Joshua if you let David Hayes tell it. All right. And so here's another rumor. And this rumor is coming from Happy Punch. And it says, Happy Punch's Hakeem Rahman Jr. has received a potential offer to step in for Dillian Whyte and fight Anthony Joshua on August 12th. So they're saying that Hakeem Rahman Jr. has been offered that fight. So you heard the names. What's your reaction to those names? And who do you think should be the replacement opponent? I'm going to start it off with Trill Dollar Bill.
Listen, why not? Why not? They're going to give it to War. They're going to give it to War. They're going to let him get beat up and get that money. You know, that's the guy they call out, man, you know. And, you know, have it at the O2, they're going to call him out to get beat up for some bread. Listen, nobody gets beat up like Ward Chisora. You know what I'm saying?
He's the greatest gatekeeper of all time. If this happens,
listen, nobody gets beat up like him. You know what I'm saying? And everybody's gonna root for him to get beat up and get some more money again. Anyway, the thing is so crazy is that if that's so true that he was like, I have a feeling that he's gonna, you know, poor Dillian, poor Dillian again. You know, you got Mr. War over there saying that he knew that you was going to pop dirty again. This is crazy. He was like, don't even worry. Y'all should have just had me in there because y'all know I was.
Chisora is the one who rigged the test.
Exactly. This is crazy. Next thing you know, look, if War gets this fight, there's going to be another. They're going to try to set up another fight with Dillian and Mr. Chisora. Trust me, that's going to come next. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna come again. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm not mad at that. Yeah, I'm not mad because AJ
recycling fights.
That's what they're gonna do. Listen, they're gonna give us the like Andy Ruiz. I'm not mad at that fight either, but I don't think they're gonna go that route. But I think they're gonna go with somewhere that's safe. And I think Ward Chisora, that's safe. That's safe. You know what I mean? Yeah, they're going to leave the homie Zane, all them other guys that's in the top 10. they're gonna leave them guys out. They're gonna go for somebody that's not in the top 10, maybe top 15 or something.
All right, G.
Yeah, I didn't like any of those picks. I thought all of them were a waste of time. Andy
So
Ruiz,
name some people, G. Who
I'm
G? You matchmaker, dog.
I got y'all, but just first let me explain why.
All
I
right,
feel
all right,
like
go ahead,
with
G.
Andy,
My bad,
with Andy, that rematch was such like it was despicable work. Every round, it was just my man was just a sitting duck getting dominated. And all his performances after were just like lackluster. So it's like he's out, like unless they just like we'll just put him in there for no reason. But nobody's gonna really care about that fight. Nobody wants to see Chisora at all. I don't even think the UK wants to see Chisora anymore. You know what I mean? Like, let's just be 100. Like,
you
come
wrong.
on, son. Nah. I'm pretty sure they're done with that. Like, and they friends too. Like Chisora and AJ are friends, so they're not even gonna really put in that type of pain and that work. You know what I mean? And then Rotman, is Rotman's junior even 6 feet tall? I don't even think he's
man,
like.
I think he's at like a cruiserweight. He's over 6 foot, but he's like a
All right, because I'm like I don't remember him being a big dude. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I just feel like they're gonna ship him in just to get beat up. So, to me, the person I honestly, in my heart of hearts, I'm telling you, they need to get FA in there. FA would be ideal preparation for a Wilder fight. The Linky, he's still somewhat explosive. He's not as explosive as Wilder, but he's still somewhat dangerous. So then he can work on a lot of things with FA in preparation for a Deontay Wilder. It only makes sense. These guys that they're mentioning don't even fight anything like Wilder. So it's like there's no comparison, not a height, reach comparison, speed, nothing. It's just they're completely like different from Wilder. FA is similar enough where AJ could benefit from that experience. So I honestly think FA would be the ideal candidate to replace Dillian White.
All right, TBE, man. Your boy's looking for a replacement. Who you think he should fight?
Well, you already know. First dibs goes to Derek Watson. I don't think they will. If anything, if they do triple back to the Andy Ruiz, it will be the same result. I feel like it would be the same result as the second fight because I don't know. I haven't seen anything from Ruiz that's improved. That shows me he's like become a better fighter in his last matchups. But FA is a good matchup. Let's see. Who's a dog out there that still ain't been touched or who needs to get some get back? I would say throw Joseph Parker in there, yo. Just like run it back a second time, see how it goes. Maybe JP got the dog crap knocked out of him by Joe Joyce. So if JP won, he was like, you was the one that stole my pause. That sounds crazy. But I wouldn't mind seeing JP get in the ring, yo. I want to go out there, go different. I'm just looking at the names out there. JP would be a good rematch that people wouldn't mind seeing, even though it's not at the hype. But it's like there's still
Bro, that fight sucked, bro. I'm being honest, respectful.
But this time, AJ could just knock him out.
Hopefully,
or maybe Parker shows he still got something left in tank. Parker's still like, let's not forget, Parker's like 31. He's like the youngest. He was the youngest when we were talking about the top 5. He was like the youngest of the bunch, and he failed to deliver to us. And now he's getting, it's an old man sport now, yo. So you got Fury taking over, Usyk taking over, AJ in the shit cut, Wilder in the cut. The rest, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like one of the like the lesser top 10 go up against him will be fine. But if it's Derek Chisora, I'm not mad at it either. He just needs to stay warm, stay fresh.
I got the perfect replacement. I got the perfect replacement opponents in line. But first, I just want to say, I see you, Derek. I see you, Derek. Derek pulled a Rico from Belly, like in real life. He knew Dillian White's cycle. He knew it. He knew Dillian White just took some. He called Varda and was like, yeah, you may want to anonymous call. Yeah. You may want to randomly test Dillian right now because I just shot him up. And it hung the phone up. Dropped a dime on him real quick. Then he called David Hay and was like, "Hey, I know for a fact that my man Dillian is going to test positive, and I'm going to get the fight." So, I'm dropping. I think maybe Chisora dropped the dime on Dillian White, hoping he'd get the fight. But I don't want to see Anthony Joshua fight Derek Ward Chisora for one reason: they're friends, like you said, G. And I've seen Derek Ward Chisora campaign for AJ so much. I don't believe that even if Derek Chisora could beat AJ, that he would. I don't. I think Derek Chisora is so gun-ho about UK boxing and advancing UK boxing and not wanting to ruin things that if he had AJ right there could knock him out, he'd pick him up and hold him and just let him get out the round.
That's a fact, yo. That's a right to be like, yo, I'm gonna let you go, bro. Don't worry.
Yo, he'd be like, yo, what the hell you doing? Recover, man.
Shake it off. Shake it off.
Yo, I don't believe, like, I believe Derek Ward Chisora gives it his all 110%. But I don't believe that he would beat Anthony Joshua anyway. But in that slight chance that he does land a punch and he really hurts AJ, I don't even think he would finish him, bro. I don't. I'm just not buying it. So I don't want to see that fight. Anthony Joshua versus Shane Rockman Jr., I don't want to see that fight. He's a cruiserweight, and he lost to Greg Hardy anyway. We saw what happened when he was in there with Greg Hardy. And Greg Hardy isn't a boxer. Greg Hardy's a football player. So I don't want to see a Shane Rockman Jr. in the ring. Andy Ruiz, that's not a bad fight. Maybe you can, you can promote that kind of. The first time he beat AJ, it was on short notice. Short notice again. Will history repeat itself? Has AJ learned? This could be some type of mental hurdle that AJ can get over. And we're talking about like AJ's mentality and him proving something. So maybe if he gets in there with Andy Ruiz and he stops Andy Ruiz, you got to give him credit for that. Now, remember, I was ready to give Deontay Wilder credit if he knocked out Andy Ruiz. So I'm all about keeping that same energy. So if Andy Ruiz is the replacement opponent, and AJ goes in there and he knocks out Andy Ruiz, I'll give him credit, especially because I think Andy Ruiz represents a style that's bad for Anthony Joshua. I think shorter guys have difficulty. I've stated that before. So here's my list of opponents I think that Anthony Joshua and Eddie Hearn in Matchroom Boxing should consider. The first one, I know y'all going to look at me funny, but it is what it is. I know it's a long shot, but Chris Lovejoy. Why not? Why not?
Why not? Let the brother.
Why not? Yo, if
Let
you gonna
the
bring
brother
in
get his
Hakeem Rock,
shot.
all right, G, Hakeem Rockman Jr. or Chris Lovejoy?
I say kill them both.
I'm just saying, you know why I say Lovejoy?
Get him out of here, man.
Yo, G, in 1 week, Lovejoy gonna sell that mug. In 1 week. Yo, come on, G.
Hold on, I'll give you that nugget of a point. I'll give you that.
Yo, come on. The UK,
watch a man.
let's keep it a buck. With the exception of me, Ned, probably Rachel, and a few other Lovejoy fans, everyone else want to see him get cooked. You know that.
Yeah,
everyone want to see him get cooked.
But then it's not boxing. Now it's just
I give Lovejoy as much of a chance as I give Hakeem Rahman Jr. That's all I'm saying.
That's why
I'm saying it'll be more entertaining because the press conferences. All right. So now here goes my list of more realistic opponents. Gerald Big Baby Miller. Unfinished business. Mm-hmm. Why not? Remember, Gerald Big Baby Miller fumbled the bag the same way. And Gerald Big Baby Miller still undefeated. Still got that O. Still never lost. You can reuse all the old footage, the landlord footage, and you can talk about how the fact that he popped positive led to Andy Ruiz getting in and Anthony Josh was getting his get back. There's a storyline there. And Gerald Miller's gonna sell that fight too in a week. So there's that fight. Gerald Miller is another option. In F.A. Ajapa, I do think that there's a selling point with F.A. Ajapa. One, he is similar to Deontay Wilder. But two, he made that comment that Anthony Joshua wasn't really Nigerian. He said his parents are Nigerian, but he's not Nigerian because he wasn't born in Nigeria. And he said he would fight Anthony Joshua and he would beat Anthony Joshua. So you can go there with it, you know. And I think that would be a solid. But for me, if I'm looking to make this fight in 1 week and get the public interested in it, I pick Gerald Miller because you already had that going. You already had that fight years ago. And UK was already invested in it years ago. And as long as Gerald Miller can pass tests going in and his levels are good and you're confident he's not using any drugs, I say make that the fight.
I could co-sign that.
Let us know how you feel in the comment section. Please like and subscribe. Check us out on Instagram and Twitter. And please check out our podcast on all major streaming services. What's your AJ do? It's the Boxing Bros.